from his toughness from playing rugby in Australia to his well-rounded fighting style. This is why fighters are scared of Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski is arguably one of the most feared fighters in the UFC today. The Australian featherweight fighter has been making waves in the UFC since his debut in 2016. He boasts an impressive near-perfect record with his only loss in the UFC coming from Islam. But it's not just his record that makes him such a formidable opponent. Volkanovski's known for his unique fighting style, which combines explosive power with technical precision and his intimidating physical attributes, including his strength and endurance.
He's just constantly working. He doesn't let you rest.
His opponents have struggled to find a strategy that can overcome his dominance, leading many fighters to avoid facing him altogether. We'll explore the reasons why fighters are so scared of Alexander Volkanovski and what makes him such a challenging opponent in the octagon. We will also examine the strategies that his opponents have used to try and beat him and why they have been largely unsuccessful. On the 29th of September 1988, in Wollongong, New South Wales, in the land down under, sports prodigy Alexander Volkanovski was born. As a wee lad, Volk discovered his knack for wrestling. Greco-Roman wrestling, to be exact. While other kids were playing tag, he was locked in the grappling arena, honing his skills and dreaming of glory. At the age of 12, Volk had already become a double national champion. Yep, not one, but 2 shiny titles. At 14, he set his sights on the rugby league. Alex shifted his focus to rugby league and embraced the role of a front rower. As he bulldozed through the opposition, his talent couldn't be denied. He played for the mighty Warilla Gorillas in the Group 7 Rugby League and quickly made a name for himself. When he was 22, he was crowned the league's best player, earning the prestigious Mick Cronin Medal. It was a testament to his skill, passion, and unrivaled dedication, and it's probably where he gets his toughness from. Volk then decided to quit rugby league at 23 years of age to pursue a professional career in mixed martial arts in the latter half of 2011. As he conquered the Australian and Oceanic circuits, the world took notice of his undeniable talent. He seized the Australian Fighting Championship featherweight title, showcasing his dominance and hunger for victory. But he didn't stop there. He also added another crown to his collection, claiming the Pacific Extreme Combat featherweight title. With every punch thrown and every submission locked in, Volkanovski paved his way to greatness, leaving a trail of defeated opponents in his wake. Little did he know, his journey was about to take him to even greater heights, the ultimate proving ground known as the UFC. In 2016, Volk made his debut in the UFC and did so with style, where he won by knockout. From there, the guy goes on a massive winning spree. In 2018, Volkanovski faced the seasoned veteran and perennial contender Darren Elkin. Displaying his trademark power and precision, Volkanovski dominated the fight, showcasing his superior striking and relentless pressure. The result was a unanimous decision victory, solidifying his status as a force to be reckoned with in the featherweight division. Next on the list was Chad Mendes, a former title challenger and a highly respected name in the sport. Their clash at UFC 232 in 2018 was nothing short of electrifying. Volkanovski weathered the early storm. With a strategic blend of striking and grappling, he dismantled Mendes.
A lot of pressure on Mendes. Ripping to the body, drops him.
Ultimately securing a TKO victory in the second round. But perhaps the pinnacle of Volkanovski's career came in 2019 when he faced the legendary featherweight champion Max Holloway at UFC 245. It was a clash of titans, a battle for the ages. Displaying his well-rounded skills, Volkanovski showcased a relentless pace, superior footwork, and impeccable takedown defense. In a razor-close fight that went the distance, he emerged victorious via unanimous decision, dethroning Holloway and capturing the featherweight title.
Undisputed UFC!
The rematch with Holloway at UFC 251 further cemented Volk's greatness. In a closely contested battle, he once again showcased his tactical brilliance and resilience, earning a split decision victory and successfully defending his title. So nice you got to do it twice. Just kidding, he does it 3 times. In the main event of UFC 273, Alexander Volkanovski successfully defended his featherweight title against Chan Sung-jung, also known as the Korean Zombie. Volkanovski dominated the fight with his leg kicks and crisp boxing.
Man, he's been getting hit with every shot Volkanovski is throwing.
Dropping and rocking Young multiple times throughout the bout. The fight was eventually ended in the 4th round by a brutal combination from Volkanovski that made the referee stop the fight. That win marked Volk's 3rd successful defense of his UFC featherweight title, but he does have a loss. Islam Makhachev showcased his exceptional skills by capitalizing on his strengths, taking Volk down and keeping him pinned on the canvas next to the fence. Despite Volkanovski's relentless attack, Makhachev managed to maintain his ground and control the fight. Volk's remarkable endurance allowed him to escape countless chokeholds and defend himself well enough to have a chance at winning with a strong finish. In the 5th round, Volkanovski made a valiant effort, earning a takedown and punishing Makhachev with some classic ground and pound, but it wasn't quite enough to secure the win. But people felt that Volk was robbed. Look at these posts. Ain't no way Volk was robbed. There's absolutely no way that was a unanimous decision. That's disgraceful. They cheated Volk. We need a rematch. But regardless, Volk speaks about why he loves MMA so much. There are no excuses in fighting. You can be playing a team sport and have a good game, and you can lose. In fighting, it's all on me. If I go out there and lose, then it's my fault. I like that. So I know if I fight well, I'm going to win. I definitely love the fact that it's all on you, and you do what you have to do to win. Each fight is like a grand final in the rugby league, after crushing almost all opponents thrown his way. Everyone from Max Holloway, Brian Ortega, Jose Aldo, and the Korean Zombie. There's one fighter that haunts his dreams, and that's Conor McGregor. He says, "It's pretty easy for me in saying Conor McGregor because he was in featherweight. He was a featherweight. We've got to remember the champions I've beat. I've beaten every other champion in the featherweight division. The only champ I haven't fought in the featherweight division is Conor McGregor." Conor McGregor in his prime in the featherweight division would obviously be the all-time. I'm sure everyone would want to see that right now. If we could make that happen right now, somehow get prime Conor versus prime Volk, it would be pretty special. The guy genuinely just wants to be the best by beating every fighter available. Alexander Volkanovski's impressive fighting style and track record have made him a formidable opponent in the MMA world. The fear that fighters have towards him is not unfounded, as his skills and endurance have proven to be a challenge for many. So why is Volk such a problem? He is known for being a well-rounded fighter with a variety of skills that make him a dangerous opponent. Volkanovski has crisp and powerful boxing skills, which he uses to land devastating punches and combinations. He also has excellent leg kicks, which he uses to chop down his opponents and slow their movement. He has a strong wrestling background, which he uses to control his opponents and take them down to the ground. Once on the ground, he uses ground and pound to inflict damage and look for submissions. He is known for having excellent cardio and being able to maintain a high pace throughout a fight. This allows him to wear down his opponents and take advantage of any openings they give him. Volk is an intelligent fighter who is able to adapt his game plan to his opponent's strengths and weaknesses. He studies his opponents thoroughly and is able to make adjustments on the fly during a fight. As the current featherweight champion, you would think there's nothing else for him to do. As Volkanovski continues to dominate the featherweight division, it will be interesting to see how fighters adapt and strategize to face him in the future. But until then, from his well-rounded fighting style to his toughness from playing rugby in Australia, this was why fighters are scared of Alexander Volkanovski.